The sea was utterly silent, a dark mirror reflecting a sky empty of stars. Then a shiver ran across its surface. A whisper of wind grew, escalating into a scream that tore through the vast, cold desert night. Behind the crowd of desperate people, a river of torchlight and vengeance burned brightly. Pharaoh's army closing in fast. Before them, the Red Sea, an endless, impassable barrier. Trapped between an unstoppable force and an immovable object stood a trembling nation. And one man, Moses, raising his staff against the brewing storm. The wind howled with even greater fury. The ground itself seemed to shake beneath their feet. And then the impossible began to unfold. The sea didn't just recede, it parted. Two massive walls of water rose on either side like mountains of liquid glass, revealing a dry path that stretched into the black horizon. With hearts pounding, they took their first steps onto the seabed. Every footfall sank into the damp, exposed clay. The air was thick with the scent of salt, seaweed, and a fear so primal it was suffocating. Was it a miracle? A divine intervention of unimaginable scale? Or was it, as some scientists today theorize, a freak natural event? They speak of volcanic eruptions, underwater earthquakes triggering tsunamis, or even a phenomenon called wind set-down, where exceptionally violent winds could temporarily push the water back. But no scientific equation, no meteorological model, can truly explain the perfect life-saving timing of that moment, or its profound purpose. It happened not just sometime, but right then. Just as hope began to take root, a new sound cut through the gale, the thunderous pounding of hooves and the rattle of war chariots. Pharaoh's army, blinded by rage, charged onto the seabed in pursuit. But the storm, which had been their salvation, turned. The colossal walls of water began to tremble, shimmering under the moonlight. And then they collapsed. In one deafening, thunderous heartbeat, it was all over. The thousands of torches were extinguished. The screams of an army were swallowed by the abyss. The sea returned to its ancient, profound silence. When the sun finally rose, casting its golden light across the water, only the gentle lapping of waves remained. Calm, ancient, and eternal. But beneath that placid surface, buried in the silt and the darkness, lay the bones of an empire that dared to defy the divine. Some will always call this story a myth, a foundational legend. For others, it is a sacred memory etched into the soul of a people. But the truth, much like the sea itself, is a powerful force that never truly stays still. Thank you so much for journeying with us through this incredible story. If you found this as fascinating as we did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into history's greatest mysteries.